The alien woman said I was her husband. When I found out the truth, I couldn't come to my senses. It was a night like any other. The stars blinked coldly from the vast darkness of space, while the hum of the ship's engines was the only sound filling the otherwise silent cockpit. I was alone, as I had been for weeks. I'd been traveling through deep space on a solo mission, far from Earth and even farther from the familiar comforts of humanity. A mercenary by trade, I'd taken this job not knowing much about my destination or what awaited me. I was a wanderer, a soul with no family, no ties. The galaxy was my home, a place where I could live in peace, free from the constraints of relationships, emotions, and memories of the past. Then she appeared. I had felt a strange presence behind me before I even heard her footfalls. When I turned around, there she stood, a tall, ethereal figure bathed in the pale glow of the starboard lights. Her skin shimmered like the night sky, an iridescent black that seemed to swallow light. Her violet eyes gleamed with knowingness that unsettled me to the core. "You're far from your home," she said in a voice that sounded like a melody and a whisper at the same time. I knew immediately she wasn't human. No human could possess the grace and mystery she exuded. Her voice was alien, her presence otherworldly. But what struck me the most was the familiarity in her eyes. She looked at me as if we had shared a lifetime together. I felt my pulse quicken. Who was she? What was she doing here? I'm not sure I understand," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "Who are you?" A strange smile tugged at the corner of her lips, like someone trying to keep a secret. "You don't remember me, do you?" she said softly. "I am Ketra." She paused, as though waiting for some recognition to flicker in my eyes. But it didn't come. "I'm sorry," I said, my brow furrowing. "I don't know you." She took a step forward, closing the distance between us. Her eyes softened, and there was a sadness in them, something that made my heart ache, even though I didn't understand why. "You should remember," she whispered. "I am your wife, Ryker." The word struck me like a bolt of lightning. My mind raced, trying to process what she had just said. "Wife?" I shook my head, disbelief flooding my chest. "What are you talking about? I don't have a wife." Her smile grew faint, almost pained. "You do, Ryker. You just don't remember me." I could barely hear the rest of what she said. My mind was too busy trying to grasp the implications of her words. Wife? How could I have a wife? I had never been married, never had a relationship long enough to form one. My past was filled with fleeting moments and lost connections, never anything lasting. And yet this woman, this alien, stood before me with a certainty that sent chills through my bones. She claimed to be my wife. She looked at me with an intimacy that suggested a shared history I couldn't remember. I tried to push past confusion. "No, this is crazy. You've got to be mistaken." Ketra's expression darkened, and for a brief moment, I saw something in her eyes, pain, regret, and something that looked like desperation. "You were taken from me, Ryker," she said, her voice trembling. "A long time ago, we were separated, but I've been looking for you ever since, trying to find you in the galaxy, through space and time. And now that I've found you, you don't even recognize me." The words didn't make sense. Taken from her? What was she talking about? A part of me felt as though the ground was shifting beneath my feet. The truth was slipping through my fingers, like sand through a sieve. "Look," I said, trying to back away, "I don't know who you are, but I'm not your husband. I don't remember anything like that." Ketra stepped closer, her violet eyes locked onto mine. She raised a hand, gently brushing my cheek. Her touch was warm, comforting, and I felt a strange shiver run down my spine. "You will," she whispered. "I'll make you remember." Then everything changed. In an instant, Her eyes glowed brighter, and the room around us seemed to warp. The walls stretched, the stars outside blurred, and I was no longer in the cockpit of my ship. I was standing in the middle of a city, a place I had never seen before, surrounded by towering structures and people who seemed to shimmer in and out of existence. And there she was again, but this time she wasn't just a stranger. She was my wife. My heart pounded as memories began flooding back, fragmented, like a shattered glass slowly piecing itself together. I saw her face, her smile, our shared laughter. I saw us walking hand in hand through this strange city. I saw her as I had once known her, my beloved Ketra. But the memories were fleeting, distorted, as if they had been buried deep within my mind, hidden from me by some force I didn't understand. And then it hit me. The truth. I was taken from you, I whispered, as the realization sank in. But not by you. By them. The ones who did this to me. Her face fell, and her voice cracked as she replied, Yes, Ryker. The ones who erased you. The ones who turned you into what you are now. A shadow of the man you used to be. But I found you, and I'll help you remember everything. Suddenly, the vision began to fade. The city, the people, the memories, all of it disappeared as quickly as it had come. I was back in the cockpit, staring at her, the woman who claimed to be my wife. But now, I could no longer deny the truth. The memories were there, lingering at the edges of my consciousness, like a puzzle I couldn't finish. I sank to my knees, my mind reeling. I didn't know who I was anymore. The man I had been, the man she had married, was gone. And the alien woman before me was no longer a stranger, but someone I had loved and lost. She whispered, her voice barely audible, You are lost, Ryker, but you could be found. And as the darkness of space stretched before us, I realized I had no idea who I truly was. But one thing was certain. I couldn't come to my senses. Not yet. Not until I uncovered the truth buried deep inside me.